to get started, you want to arrange your threads on the board in 2 separate sections. So I've got the same colours in each section, and I'm going to have a mirror of this side and that side to begin with. And I've got my outline colour here and the same here. So they're going to be at the outside to begin with, and then I'm going to have a mirror at this side and this side. So to get started, you want to put your outline colour out of the way to begin with, because you're not going to knot those for the beginning. And then you want to work one section at a time. So you want to take your first colour and you're going to go over this section with that colour and then pull this through. And then you want to go under this section with this colour and then pull it through. And then you want to put this colour out of the way with your outline colour and then take the next colour in your sequence. And you want to do the same thing again, so you just want to go over and pull it through. And then you want to go under and pull it through. And then you want to do the same thing with your next colour. You want to go over to the last colour and pull through. And then under and then pull through. So once you've done that, you should have something that looks like this, and then you want to do the exact same thing but just a mirror of it at the other side. So once you've done all your colours, you can bring everything back down, and then you want to take 2 colours in the centre and you just want to knot these together. So you should have it all joined up like that. And then you want to take your outline colour. So again, you're working one section at a time, so you're going to be working towards the centre and you're going to be going from left to right, and you're going to be doing forward knots over these 4 threads. So once you've done your first side, you can do the other side, and you're basically doing a mirror of what you did at the other side. So you're going to be going from right to left this time, doing backward knots over these 4 threads. So once you've got both your outline colours in the centre, you can knot these together in whichever direction you like. So to begin the main part of your pattern, again you're going to be working 2 sections. So you're going to be working one section at a time. So you have to put this one out of the way and just work with this one. You could do the other side first if you preferred. So you want to take this thread in the centre out of the way, so you don't want to be working over this outline colour. And then you want to work from the left and bring it towards the centre, but not this one. And you're going to be working from left to right in forward knots over your next 3 threads. And once you've done your first colour, this is going to join your outline colour and isn't going to be knotted over for your next row. So then you're going to go again to the left hand side and just take this thread and work from left to right in forward knots over your next 2 threads. And again, you're going to drop this thread and not work it again, and just return to the thread on the left and do the same thing, but just going over 1 thread this time. So once you've completed that part of your pattern, you're going to be going to the centre and taking your outline colour, and you're going to be doing in the opposite direction this time. So you're working from the centre to the left, and you're going to be going from right to left in backward knots. And you're going to do this over all your threads. So once you've done that, you'll have brought your outline colour back to the outside again, and you want to do a mirror of what you've just done here at the other side. So you can put this section out of the way. And again, don't work over your outline colour here, so just put this to one side. So then you want to take your colour on the right, and you're going to work from right to left to the centre using backward knots. So once you've done that, you can take your threads again, and then working from the centre with your outline colour, you're going to be going from the centre, from left to right, doing forward knots over all your threads. So once you've done both of your side sections, you want to do the centre section. So you can choose which side you want to go from, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to start from this side. So I want to put the outline colour out of the way. And this time I'm going to be taking each of the colours, but not the outline colours. And I'm going to take the outline colour from the left section, and I'm going to work over all of these threads each time. So each of these threads is going to be knotted over each of these 4 threads. So I'm going to be working from the centre towards the right, and I'm going to be going from left to right doing forward knots for all of these threads. And I want to do this for each of these colours. And once I've done these 4 knots, this thread that I've just used is going to go out of the way with the background colour. And then I'm going to take the next colour and do the same thing again. So each time I'm only knotting over these 4 threads and then dropping this thread. I want to do the same thing for the last 2 as well. So once I've knotted all of the threads from the left hand side to the right hand side, I can bring all my threads down, and I'm going to treat it like a regular chevron to complete this section. So I'm going to take in the outline colour, and I'm going to be going from the left to the centre and from the right to the centre at this side. So this section I'm going to be doing from left to right, doing forward knots until I get to the centre. So once I've done this side, I want to do the same thing at the other side, but this time I want to take my outline colour and I want to work from right to left until I get to the centre, doing backward knots. And once I'm in the centre again, I'm going to take my two outline colours and I'm going to knot these together. And you can knot these in whichever direction you prefer. So once you've done that, you can see that you've got your diamond shape with your stripes going this way. Now if you're going to do the same direction for each one, you can just repeat these 3 steps until you get the bracelet as long as you want it. But I'm going to switch it each time, so I'm going to quickly show you that one after I've done these 2 sections again. So once you've done your 2 side sections again, you can either repeat the direction you did there, like before, and just do that all the way down, or you can switch it over. So I'm going to be doing it alternately, so each time it's going to switch direction. So to do that, you're just going to do a mirror of what you did last time. So I'm going to work in this section instead, ignoring the outline colours. So I'll put them out of the way. So I'm going to take the colour from the right hand side this time, and then I'm going to be working over the next 4 threads, and each time I'm going to be working from right to left doing backward knots. So as before, once I've knotted each colour, I'm going to drop that one, so each time I'm only knotting over 4 threads. And I want to repeat the same thing with the next 3 threads from the right hand side. And when you finish, you should end up with something that looks like this. So if you started with a loop like I have, you want 2 braided tie-on ends at the other end. If you started from a flat edge, you want 1 braided tie-on end here and 1 here. So now you just want to try on your bracelet. And that is your completed striped diamond friendship bracelet.